to go back one step and, as I said, talk about the puppy raising program. And these puppies will be turned in on Wednesday to the Santa Rosa campus after being in our home for 8 weeks. They usually stay in our home for 7.5 to 8 weeks, and then they will be shipped all over the United States to puppy raisers. After, when they get turned in, they will have a health check, and then usually within 24 hours they get shipped to puppy raisers. We have over 1,000 puppy raisers throughout the United States. Truly, without these wonderful individuals who raise these puppies for 16 to 18 months, we could not have our program. These are dedicated, wonderful people who are not dog trainers. They are not professionally trained, but they learn through our 5 different regions how to train these puppies for our program, for Canine Companions for Independence. Of these, a little over 1,000 puppy raisers that we have individuals, we have families, and we have a prison program. And we also have young adults who are at a university who has a program for Canine Companions. So there are all different ways. We have 4-H groups that are interested in Canine Companions. When you receive your puppy, this puppy has left a home like ours and has had probably had really 36 to 48 hours of a bumpy schedule. They've gone from being with their mom, being with their breeder caretaker, being with their brothers and sisters, to a whole different atmosphere. So a puppy raiser, the first thing a puppy raiser does is pick up this bundle of joy and loves it. It's amazing. Taking care of a puppy is very much like taking care of a baby for those of you who have had children. For the first, I would say 5 or 6 days, it's the real settling in period. And you pick up your puppy and you think, oh, this is a very calm puppy, and this is going to be a breeze. Well, this puppy then gets his or her, quote, legs about 48 hours later and starts discovering and acts as a puppy should act. It is the responsibility of a puppy raiser to read that puppy, understand that puppy, follow the manual, obviously, that is helping you with this process. But until the puppy gets her shots, I'm going to call it her for no other reason, gets her shots at 4 months, the puppy lives a relatively isolated existence because we have to be very careful of disease. Many times that puppy will go to work with the individual, the puppy raiser at this point, or it will stay within the home. Within the home, at the very beginning, your first sort of assignment is to certainly housebreak this dog. Hopefully, if the dog has been litter trained in the breeder caretaker's home, it is a pretty darn easy exercise. And then you're just loving this puppy. You're taking this puppy for walks in your backyard and saying, here, puppy, puppy, getting the puppy used to its name. So quickly you drop the here, puppy, puppy. You have the puppy on a leash and teach the puppy to walk by your side. All of our training is positive training. We use treats as positive reinforcement and very, very little leash correction. We also put our puppies on a gentle leader. Many of you have seen these gentle leaders, and we get asked all the time when we are taking the dogs out in public, why do you have that muzzle on a dog? Well, a gentle leader goes over the nose like this and then is down, and then the leash hooks on a hook underneath the dog's chin. It's a really, really very humane way to train a dog, and they learn to, it's sort of like having a halter on a horse. It's fun being a puppy raiser. I love being a puppy raiser. I'm actually going to raise one of the puppies. I'm going to co-raise one of these puppies with a dear friend of mine, and you get to go out in public. The dog is always wearing a vest out in public. That vest is always clean, and the dog is hopefully being well behaved at that point. But just like a child, sometimes a puppy isn't going to be as well behaved as you want them to be. One of the responsibilities of a puppy raiser is to not put the dog in a situation where they have a really good chance of failure. For instance, we work our dogs up to being able to go out to dinner with us and to lie underneath the table, and to perhaps be lying underneath the table for 2 hours while we have dinner. Certainly you don't go to a good restaurant with a 4-month-old puppy. That puppy is not going to have that attention span that they need to have, just like your two-year-old child would not. But it's amazing by 7 months what these dogs will do. They get it. If you train consistently, these puppies are wonderful and they learn very quickly. We teach our dogs approximately 20 different commands, and they are easy commands. They are your basic commands of sit, down, stay, wait, car, up, jump, and their name, and several more that I can't remember right now, but it's the basic commands. So when these dogs get turned into advanced training, and for those of you who are listening, Jamie talked about advanced training. When they get turned in, what we're really looking for from these puppy raisers is that these dogs have been very well socialized. So that means taking them, not at the beginning, but taking them to the 4th of July parade, taking them to a basketball game, a football game, out to dinner, on a train, on a bus. If you live in the country, taking them into the city. If you do not have children, certainly taking them to parks where there are kids screaming and playing and running around. Because someday they will be paired up with someone, and you don't know what the requirements of that person is going to be. So when this puppy gets turned in, what you really want to do is turn in a puppy that is as rock solid as can be. The advanced trainers can then teach them the finer commands that they're going to need to help somebody. So the question that gets asked to all of us after putting 16 or 17 months into this puppy, how can you ever give them up? I'm not going to kid you and say that it's easy. It's very difficult, but I have done it quite a few times, and I will continue to do it. And the reason that I do it is that it is an amazing gift to be able to give somebody one of these dogs. And I'm very blessed that I'm able to walk. I don't have a major disease. And I want to be able to help somebody. A dog also likes to work. And these dogs are put into a wonderful situation where every single minute of every single day, they are with this person they've been paired up with. And they can work, and they're happy dogs. Now, I don't mean to indicate when I say they're with this person every single day that they're on duty 24 hours a day. They're dogs too. They get to go out in the backyard, they get to play with the kids in the household, and whatever situation they're in, they get exercise and they stay very healthy and they're very well taken care of. Backing up as a puppy raiser also, I forgot to mention responsibility to brush the puppy's teeth, cut toenails, groom them, and keep them at a very trim, good, healthy weight. So in answer to how can I give up this puppy, the easiest way to give up a puppy is to sign up and get another puppy to raise and start the process all over again. You'd be surprised how worthwhile it is. If this speaks to you, I urge you to apply to become a puppy raiser. We have 5 different regions. Go on to our website, cci.org, and you will see the 5 different regions that I've spoken about before. Call that region or fill out the form on the internet and apply to be a puppy raiser. It's a job that should be taken seriously. It's a lot of work, but it's delightful work. You won't regret it for 1 minute. So I think that's it for now as far as being a puppy raiser is concerned. As I mentioned, these dogs are being turned in on Wednesday. This part of their journey will be over. There will be one more live cam after the turn in on Wednesday, and that is on Friday, May 16th. We are going to do a live broadcast from our graduation in the Northwest region. Starts at 1:45 Pacific Standard Time. And if you have never seen a Canine Companions for Independence graduation, I urge you to tune in. And I think that then when you see these graduates getting their dogs, you will understand how, as a puppy raiser, you indeed could give up a dog after putting your heart and soul into her. So thank you again, once again, on behalf of Canine Companions for Independence and Eukanuba. And I hope you understand a little bit more about our 1,000 plus fabulous puppy raisers around the United States that volunteer their time. Thank you. Stay tuned. We're on live until 9 o'clock tonight. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.